So that is to say, going back, I haven't lost my train of thought that the way to vibrate at a higher frequency with this opposition is to be more intuitive and lean into your Gemini and water elements. So it really depends on the strongest, I would say, whatever the strongest water element is for you, that's the one to lean into. So when I talk water signs, I'm talking Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. I'm talking fourth house, eighth house, and 12th house. Those energies, okay? Um, and so as you're into that water element and you're more into the intuition and identifying where best to support your moon and where the moon is transiting right now according to in respect to your natal moon. These are all things you can do and ritualizing to lean into the intuition and have a vibrate at a higher frequency so that um, you're fully leveraging this opposition Jupiter in Leo, Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, so that's the first aspect. Well, guess what? There are all four planets are aspecting each other, and so we'll stick with Pluto as we're talking about this 14 to 15 year transit through Aquarius, which is the transformation of the collective. Aquarius also has to do with technology. So it's not a surprise that we're seeing a rise of AI. This is all very Pluto and Aquarius. We're trying to figure out how are we meant to transform? How are we meant um, to to work the um, with technology in a way that benefits the collective rather than just the individual? And it's hard. That's the challenge of this generation. So Pluto is not just opposite Jupiter, it's also trining Uranus, and it's sextiling, or will sextile, I should say, with this basket, trining Uranus, sextiling Neptune. So let's start with the sextile of Neptune. Now, sextiling Neptune, both of these, sextile is one of the more beneficial flowing aspects of astrology. So it's going to have a free flow of energy, and that typically happens at lower frequencies all the way up to higher frequencies, is how I interpret it. Now, what the color of the sextile means, or what it takes, the form it takes, depends on the signs where these planets are placed. So collectively, Pluto's in Aquarius. We talked about that. Neptune is in Aries. It just ingressed into Aries, and it's now in retrograde. Neptune goes in retrograde fairly often. Pluto is in retrograde 6 months out of the year, where it appears to be moving backward through the zodiac, which is one of the reasons why it takes so long to transit through a specific sign. Now, Neptune is the energy of the dream world, the other world. It's everything in the ether. It's the mystical. It's the magical. It's artistic. It's musical. This is all the energy of Neptune. Now, Neptune, interestingly, just got out of Pisces and moved into Aries in January. Aries is not typically an energy that you would associate with Neptune. It's the passion, it's the fire, it's the warrior energy. It's moving forward. It's getting things done. It's pioneering. And so when the energy of Neptune, it moved out of its domicile in Pisces and moved into Mars's sign, you get dreams that can take hold in reality. So in a way, if you're channeling it correctly, you're able to bring forth and manifest dreams much more easily in this energy, because Aries is the creative, it's the cardinal fire. So it is the initiatory, the act of creation, the pure creative fire. So what you can have here is the ability to manifest your dreams, quite literally. So as it's sextiling Neptune, or sextiling as Neptune is sextiling Pluto, you have this amazing ability to transform the dream into reality. And again, I'm seeing with Pluto in Aquarius that everything comes back to the collective, to the world, to the social. So, what dreams are you intending to manifest? What dreams have you always wanted to bring about, but have never quite had the energy or the resources to do so? With Neptune in Aries, you will find the way to manifest these dreams into reality. So there's the Pluto Neptune sextile. Aquarius sextiling the sign of Aries, and then both of those will be in 4 degrees, July 19th. All right, let's talk about the other one. So the other one is Uranus. Uranus in Gemini, 4 degrees of Gemini. Uranus is the innovator. It also rules Aquarius, by the way. So when you have Uranus trining Pluto in Aquarius, it's kind of a double activation of the Aquarian energy, the innovation, the sudden downloads, the awakening. And with Uranus being in Gemini, it's not in its home, it's in Gemini, but Pluto is in Uranus's home. So that's a double activation or awakening of the collective through technology, through ideas, through the social, through verbal communication. So what I'm seeing with this is, if I'm to combine all three, or four, there is abundance waiting for you as you awaken your ability to communicate your ideas. That will bring forth abundance to you as you look to serve and contribute to the collective in the way that you uniquely are intended to do so.